control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentlewoman from California for 5 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. I rise today remembering 12 years ago when I stood on this floor and offered an amendment with the same purpose as the amendments that I offered this evening: to prevent a war with Iraq, to keep our young men and women, our troops, out of harm's way, and to be prudent with taxpayers' hard-earned dollars, as well as ensuring our national security. Madam Chair, we are all familiar with the reports coming out of Iraq about the horrific sectarian violence taking place. We must not let history repeat itself. These calls to be dragged back into a war in Iraq must be rejected, because the reality is there's no military solution in Iraq. And I want to applaud the President for reiterating that again today, and for also making it clear that he does not want combat troops on the ground in Iraq. This amendment would not allow funding for combat operations. This is a sectarian war with long-standing roots that were flamed, unfortunately, when we invaded Iraq in 2003. Any lasting solution must be political and take into account respect for the entire Iraqi population. The change Iraq needs must come from Iraqis rejecting violence in favor of a peaceful democracy that represents all and respects the rights of all. Our job is to continue to promote and support regional and international engagement, recognition of human rights and political reform, support for women and children, and religious freedoms. Madam Chair, after more than a decade of war, thousands of American lives, and hundreds of billions of dollars, the American people are rightfully war-weary. The American people are not interested in repeating the mistakes of the past. A recent poll found that 74% of the public is opposed to sending combat troops into Iraq. This amendment would not impact the President's ability to protect U.S. personnel or our embassy. We must do that. It does not impact the President's ability to act if there is a direct or imminent threat to our national security. As the President cited in his recent notification to Congress, doing so would be consistent with his responsibilities to protect citizens both at home and abroad. Finally, it does not impact the President's ability to send assistance, to gather intelligence, or advisors and trainers. Madam Chair, I'd like to reserve the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman